Sports Buzz with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from different sporting arenas. In the next half an hour, we're going to bring you all the latest ahead of the third test between India and England. We will also get you the latest from Champions League and a lot more. First up, let's quickly begin with top headlines of the hour. India and England to play their third test on Thursday at Saurashtra Cricket Association Stadium in Rajkot. The five-match test series currently is levelled at 1-1. Third test to be a major breakthrough for Devdutt Padikkal. India's Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur participates in 100th anniversary celebration of FIDE, passes on the torch to Hungary for 45th Budapest Chess Olympiad. And in Champions League, Manchester City beat FC Copenhagen to edge closer to its quarter-final round. Bayern and PSG to be in action against respective opponents in tonight's Champions League clash. So those were the top headlines that we are tracing for all our viewers here on Sports Buzz. And now to get you the latest from the world of cricket first. Well, hosts India will play England in the third test match at Saurashtra Cricket Association Stadium in Rajkot from Thursday. Now, after India's remarkable comeback in the second test at Vizag, the series is well poised for an interesting show for the remainder of the series.
After a long break, both India and England are pumped up as they are all set to lock horns for the third test to be played at a western city of Rajkot from Thursday. India made a remarkable comeback in the second test at Vizag after a shock loss in the first test at Hyderabad to get on level footing, leaving the five-match series perfectly poised. The brilliance of Yashasvi Jaiswal and Jasprit Bumrah allowed India to make a comeback in the series. But concerns remain over a misfiring middle order, which will now be relying on the young talent to deliver the goods. India will need to be ruthless and tactful in equal measure while dealing with an unpredictable England who surprised them with their outstanding bowling in the fourth innings of the first test. Skipper Rohit Sharma's form with the bat before the 8-day break only added to the growing concern surrounding the Indian batting, which will be without KL Rahul in this game and Virat Kohli. Rahul's unavailability for the third test has put forth the possibility of Mumbai batter Sarfraz Khan getting his long-awaited debut in the longest format. The domestic run machine could be teaming up with one-test-old Rajat Patidar to occupy two of the most coveted batting spots in the middle order. India's glaring inexperience in the middle order would have been well noted by the English camp, whose robust research on opponents and aggressive play has time and again delivered results. Wicketkeeper KS Bharat's persistent failures with the bat has raised the possibility of India turning to Uttar Pradesh's 23-year-old Dhruv Jurel, who is known for his aggressive batting. Ravindra Jadeja is making steady progress in training after a hamstring injury, and the experienced all-rounder can also make a comeback in the playing 11.
On the other hand, England have also named their team for the third test with India, which starts on Thursday. TD India's Ollie Barrett has the latest from London.
Well, Mark Wood is recalled to the side. He comes in for Shoaib Bashir, despite his encouraging start to his test career. And what that means is that England are playing two seamers in the side for the first time this series. Mark Wood and Jimmy Anderson will make up the England fast bowling attack. Mark Wood did play in the first test against India, but didn't take any wickets at the time. Reman Ahmed remains in the team despite those visa problems that he faced on his return to India from England's mid-series break in Abu Dhabi. This will also be an important occasion for the captain, Ben Stokes, as he leads the side out in the third test on Thursday. He will become the 16th English male cricketer to reach 100 tests for his national side. Ben Stokes insisting in his words that this is just a number and that his current focus is on making this England team successful. He made his test debut in 2013, so over a decade ago now. Since then, in test cricket, he scored 6,251 test runs and taken 197 test wickets. Ollie Barrett in London reporting for DD India.
Now an update on women's cricket. Indian opener Smriti Mandhana on Tuesday jumped 2 spots to become world number 4 in ICC Women's ODI batting rankings. The 27-year-old from Mumbai surpassed South Africa's Laura Wolfart, who slumped to 5th place after a colourless show in the ODI series against Australia. England's Naskaiva, Sri Lanka's Chamari Atapattu and Australia's Beth Mooney occupy the top 3 positions in the batting chart, which also has Indian skipper Harmanpreet Kaur at the 10th position. Now, Smriti Mandhana, who is set to represent the Royal Challengers Bangalore in Women's Premier League, last played the ODIs in bilateral series against Australia, where she made 63 runs at an average of 31.5. South Africa skittled New Zealand's tail to dismiss their hosts for 211 and take a shock first innings lead of 31 runs on day 2 of the second test at Sidon Park on Wednesday. Now, off-spinner Dane Pitt took 5 wickets and seamer Dane Patterson grabbed 3. They did most of the damage as the Proteas removed the last 7 New Zealand batters for 66 runs after lunch. It would have been worse but for Neil Wagner's 27-ball 33 that featured 2 thumping sixes and helped the hosts creep a bit closer to South Africa's tally of 242. Now, with a slew of test rookies sent over to New Zealand, while their more experienced compatriots played in Cricket South Africa's 2020 competition, little was expected out of Neil Prant's side in Hamilton. Those expectations were lowered even further when Prant named 2 spinners, including the recall Pete, to face off against New Zealand's 4-pronged seam attack. On the other hand, New Zealand, comfortable 281-run winners in the first test last week, had ended South Africa's innings in the first 40 minutes of play for the addition of only 22 runs. Trent Boult was named in the New Zealand squad for the upcoming T20 series against Australia, indicating that the veteran fast bowler is still in the frame for the World Cup in June. Trent Boult, who's appeared sporadically in limited overs cricket for his country since moving off a central contract with New Zealand cricket in 2022, will be available for the second and final match of the series. Now, this will allow his strike partner of many years, Tim Southee, a rest after the first match in the series in Wellington on the 21st of February, before he captains the Black Caps in 2 home tests against Australia. The second and third matches in the series takes place at Auckland's Eden Park on the 23rd and 25th of February. India's oldest test cricketer and former captain, Dattaji Rao Gaikwad, passed away due to age-related ailments in western city of Vadodara on Tuesday. He was 95 years old. Gaikwad played 11 tests from 1952 to 1961 and was the captain during the 1959 tour of England as well. A right-hand batter, he scored 350 test runs and his highest score of 52 came against the West Indies. In domestic cricket, Gaikwad was a key player for Baroda. He notched up over 3,000 runs, including 14 centuries in the Ranji Trophy as well. He was the father of former Indian cricketer and coach Anshuman Gaikwad. Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur participated at the 100th anniversary celebration of FIDE. He also passed on the FIDE 45th Chess Olympiad torch to FIDE's president Arkady Vorkovich. Well, the 45th Chess Olympiad will be hosted in Budapest, which is the capital of Hungary. Last time, India's performance in the Chess Olympiad was excellent, and now the team would like to continue the same performance. Gaurav Kumar has a detailed report. Take a look.
The world of chess has not only got a grandmaster like Vishwanathan Anand from the country, but has also given a new dimensions to this game. The torch relay started from India from the 44th Chess Olympiad, and to now take this initiative forward, it will be held in the 45th Chess Olympiad in New Delhi. Chess Olympiad hand of ceremony was held, where the Chess Olympiad torch was handed over to FIDE President Arkady Vorkovich. On this occasion, Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur was also present, who highlighted the support the game has received from the country and India's contribution in increasing its popularity globally.
शतरंज की शुरुआत यहीं से हुई थी। चेस ओलंपियाड की शुरुआत भी अब देखा जाए तो टॉर्च हैंड ऑफ सेरेमनी से भारत से ही होगी। ये पल तब आया जब भारत ने 44वें चेस ओलंपियाड का आयोजन किया। पहली बार चेस की हिस्ट्री में कभी टॉर्च रिले हुआ और वो भारत के हर शहर से गया। मैं कहना चाहता हूँ ये एक अपने आप में एक नई शुरुआत है जहाँ भारत से टॉर्च हैंड ऑफ सेरेमनी की शुरुआत होकर दुनिया के अलग अलग देशों के बड़े बड़े शहरों से होकर ये होस्ट सिटी में जाएगी और इस बार बुडापेस्ट हंगरी में जाने वाली है।
All India Chess Federation President Sanjay Kapoor said that with the support of the government, the country is not only getting grandmasters continuously, but the game of the chess has also been successful in proving its identity.
As we celebrate the historic moment, I am reminded of the progress and achievements that we have witnessed in the Indian chess over last few years, none of which would have been possible without the golden touch of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. He touched chess and the chess had weird wings and it flew.
The 45th Chess Olympiad will be hosted in Budapest, Hungary. Last time, India's performance in the Chess Olympiad was excellent, and now the team would like to continue the same performance. However, before that, there is a candidate championship where once again the eyes are on the young Indian chess players. But amidst all these pictures, the scene of handing over the torch relay is putting the country in front as the originator of this new tradition, which is a proof that the country has not only created its own identity in this game, but has also given importance and new reflection to the game of chess. Gaurav Kumar reports for DD India.
Moving on to hockey now, the Indian women's hockey team will play their sixth game of the FIH Hockey Pro League 2023-24 on Wednesday, where they will take on the Netherlands at the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium in Rourkela. The Indian team is gearing up for the crucial match against the Netherlands after having lost 4 of their 5 matches. Now, despite facing tough competition, the team remains optimistic and determined to showcase their capabilities. With the support of their captain, Savita, and chief coach, the team is ready to face the challenges ahead and will look forward to turn it around and go up the table when they play the Dutch on Wednesday. The match is scheduled on Wednesday at around 7:30 p.m. according to the Indian Standard Time. The Delhi Olympic Games 2024 concluded with a closing and prize distribution ceremony at New Delhi's Talkatoora Indoor Stadium. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri praised the athletes and presented trophies to the athletes as well. Over 11,000 participants from Delhi competed across 43 sports disciplines in 35 different venues. Here's a report.
The Delhi Olympic Games 2024 reached its grand finale with the dazzling closing ceremony held at the Talkatoora Indoor Stadium in Delhi. India's Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri graced the event as the chief guest. Amidst a jubilant atmosphere, Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri took centre stage to commend participants for their dedication throughout the Games. He also hailed the Khelo India Games and Target Olympic Podium schemes launched by Government of India.
दोनों खेलो इंडिया, फिट इंडिया, टारगेट ओलंपिक पोडियम स्कीम, इन सब का ये असर है कि अभी हमारे जो स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन्स हैं उनको पूरा विश्वास है कि सिर्फ कंपटीशन के समय नहीं, पर आपको बाकी जो सुविधाएं चाहिए, ट्रेनिंग फैसिलिटीज, स्टेडियम्स और हमारी जो सफल कंपनीज हैं वो अपने कार्यक्रम में, अपने योजनाओं में आपकी सहायता कर सकें.
Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri also presented trophies to the victorious athletes. Organized by the Delhi Olympic Association, Delhi Olympic Games 2024 spanned from 7th to 13th of February, attracting over 11,000 participants from all over Delhi, competing in 43 different sporting disciplines spread across 35 venues. Athletes showcased their prowess and sportsmanship. Narayan Singh's report for DD India.
We are moving for a short break right now, but still to come on the Sports Bus. India enter quarterfinal round as table toppers at the ongoing Badminton Asia Team Championship 2024. And Sumit Nagal's dominating performance continues at Bengaluru Open after his Super ATP Chennai exploits.
India that invents. India that innovates. India that excites. India that invites. Land of possibility. Teeming with opportunities. Watch India Ideas each Thursday, 8 p.m. only on DD India.
Voice of a rising aspirational world. Stories of challenges, struggles and accomplishment. A world battling conflict, hunger and poverty. Embracing growth, development, science and technology. A voice of progress, a voice of unity. Watch Voice of the Global South with me, Akshay Dongre, only on DD India.
We just don't bring you the news as it unfolds. We get to the heart of the matter.
We don't just present facts, we demystify complex social, political and economic events.
We break stories that shape the world's present and future because you deserve the truth.
I am Tanvi Taneja from New Delhi.
I'm Ollie Barrett from London.
I'm Nick Harper from Washington, D.C.
Join us on DD India Global Monday to Friday at these times.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Sports Buzz on DD India with me, Deepika. Now the latest from tennis. India's top tennis player Sumit Nagal made a dominating start to his Bengaluru Open 2024 campaign with a comfortable straight-set victory over Francis Jeffrey Blancaner at the Karnataka State Lawn Tennis Association Stadium in Bengaluru. The 26-year-old Indian, who broke in the world top 100 with a title triumph in Chennai this week, was clinical in his service games and exploited his opponent's second serves to win the singles opening round clash by 6-2 and 6-2. On to badminton now. Indian women's team upset the mighty Chinese, while the men got the better of Hong Kong team to march into the quarter-final round of the ongoing Badminton Asia Team Championship event. Women, led by two-time Olympic medalist PV Sindhu, defeated China for the first time in a team event, with the 17-year-old Anmol Kharap coming up with an inspired performance to ensure a 3-2 scoreline in the favour of India's team in Group W clash. Later on, the men's team also defeated Hong Kong by 4-1 to assure themselves of a top 2 finish from Group A. But the talking point of the day was definitely the women's team, who upset Team China. Though the doubles combination of Tanisha Krasto and Ashwini Punappa and singles player Ashmita Chaliha put up a brave fight, they could not avoid India falling back by 1-2 behind. Now, with just 2 teams in Group W, India will qualify for the quarterfinals as one of the top teams. Whereas in the men's team event, the Indian team put behind the reversal of HS Pranoy's loss in the opening men's singles clash to beat Hong Kong quite easily. They will face China to decide the group winners on Thursday now. World Athletics fraternity is in deep shock over World Marathon record holder Kelvin Kiptum's death in a fatal road accident. Fans expressed grief as the 24-year-old's bright career that included holding the esteemed title of marathon world record holder was tragically cut short.
The world sports fraternity was deeply saddened by the shocking demise of marathon runner Kelvin Kiptum, who died at the age of 24 in a tragic car accident alongside his coach Jeremy Hakizimana in his native Kenya on Sunday. Filled with lots of potential, Kelvin broke Eliud Kipchoge's world record last year and was set to compete at the Summer Olympics in Paris. Kiptum's performances in the past 2 years had seen him emerge as a rival to his great Kenyan teammate. In paying tribute, Kipchoge said he was deeply saddened by the tragic passing. Kiptum was an athlete who had a whole life ahead of him to achieve incredible greatness. Sebastian Coe, the president of World Athletics, said Kiptum was an incredible athlete, leaving an incredible legacy. Kenya's Cabinet Secretary of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sport, Ababu Namwamba, said that the deceased world marathon record holder, Kelvin Kiptum, was a shining gem and a national hero.
Kenya, the world, and the fraternity of athletics and sports in general has lost a special, shining gem, a truly top-tier athlete and sportsman. Kelvin Kiptum is a national hero by any standard, by any stretch of the imagination. And we will honor him in death as we honored him in life.
Friends of Kiptum and members of the athletics community who stood outside the hospital were saddened by the loss and extended condolences to Kiptum's family and the country.
We just want to ask the rest of the members of the country to pray for the family of the departed heroes, and that we shall have peace in our hearts. We shall also join hands with the family and the sporting fraternity to ensure that Kelvin Kiptum and his coach get a decent, send-off from the day side of us. We want to say poleni sana to the Kenyans and much more to the family of the departed hero, poleni sana.
Mohamed Farah, Britain's four-time Olympic champion over 5,000 and 10,000 meters, finished 9th in last year's London Marathon, a race Kiptum won in a course record time of 2 hours, 1 minute and 25 seconds. Expressing sadness, Farah said Kelvin was an amazingly talented athlete who had already achieved so much in his career at an early age. According to police report, Kiptum was driving his Rwandan coach and a woman in the car near the Rift Valley village where he was born when the accident occurred. The athlete lost control of the vehicle and veered off the road into a ditch, traveling for about 60 meters along it before crashing into a large tree. Kiptum and Hakizimana died instantly, while the woman, Sharon Chipkuri Kosoge Kio, survived with injuries and was treated at a local hospital.
Our deepest condolences with the fans and family of Kiptum. Moving on to soccer fields now. Manchester City survived a scare to beat FC Copenhagen by 3-1 in the first leg of their Champions League last 16 tie, with Phil Foden scoring late to ensure a 2-goal cushion ahead of the second leg. City dominated the opening exchanges and they took the lead in the 10th minute when Kevin De Bruyne scored with a brilliant first-time finish across the keeper and in at the far post. Now, Man City continued to press and the home side's box began to look like the shooting gallery at Copenhagen's Tivoli Fairground until an injury to Jack Grealish briefly derailed them, forcing Pep Guardiola to send on Jeremy Doku instead. The two sides meet in the second leg at the Etihad Stadium on the 6th of March next.
We play really good. The right tempo should play. I know the game against Bayern Munich United is a really difficult team, really one. That's why the third goal helped us a lot to manage a little bit better, more calm the game there. But we know each other better now, so they will prepare something, but we'll prepare something too.
Now, Real Madrid's Brahim Diaz scored a stunning goal after a mazy run as they won 1-0 at RB Leipzig to take a clear advantage into their Champions League last 16 second leg next month. The 24-year-old struck against the run of play in the 48th minute. Now, Real goalkeeper Andre Lunin then came to the rescue with a string of saves to protect the lead. The return leg in Spain is scheduled to take place on the 6th of March again.
Well, on his return after 2 years in Milan, he seems more powerful, stronger, more character and personality. Once the season started, he maybe didn't play that many minutes, but when he's had the opportunity, he's always offered and shown. Now the level he's playing at shows he has lot of confidence in what he's doing. Today he scored a spectacular and incredible goal.
Espectacular.
German champions Bayern Munich arrived in Rome to take on Lazio in the Champions League as they seek a result to get their faltering season back on track. Well, Thomas Tuchel's side slumped to a 3-0 defeat against Bayer Leverkusen at the weekend, leaving them 5 points off the pace in the title race with 13 games to go. The match between Lazio and Bayern Munich is slated for Wednesday in Rome. And with this, it's a wrap here on Sports Buzz for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India, so don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.